Hey everyone, it's Jason and this is your cruise news update. And we have a passenger that's upset over a free cruise. Another passenger that was fed up over the noise next door and decided to take matters into their own hands. And this cruise hack has to stop as it's gross. So cruise story number 1, and has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had noisy neighbors on your cruise? You know, early in the morning till late at night, maybe even in the middle of the night. Kids crying, parents arguing with one another, TV on super loud. You can hear every word from it. So that is what happened to this cruise passenger that related this story. They said they were on a Royal Caribbean ship, and as soon as they got in their cabin, they knew they made a mistake. And the mistake was they booked a connecting cabin, that the cabin door was inside the cabin, and they could hear everything from next door. Now, they thought, well, maybe it'll get better. But it went well past midnight. They asked him, hey, could you kind of quiet down? We're trying to sleep. Asked him nicely. Didn't help. So they said 2 days without real good sleep. They knew they had to come up with a solution, and they came up with this right here. Now, I personally think this is a pretty cool idea. And when you need sleep, you're going to come up with something. And what they did was they lined the door, the connecting cabin door, to dampen the noise. And they put the pillows and the duvet, the extra duvet that was underneath their bed, lined up against the door. And they held them in place by the magnetic hooks that you can get off of Amazon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these things are amazing. You can use them for a ton of different things, and I highly suggest them. You can find them in my Amazon store. Now, they said it 100% worked, and they were able to get good sleep the rest of their cruise. Now, they offered this as a suggestion on a Royal Caribbean board. And I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool thing. Maybe I wouldn't go that far, but hey, when you need sleep, you're willing to do anything. And many people started making fun of them, ripping them, saying, what on earth is this? Now, I thought universally people knew that connecting cabin doors, even in hotels and cruise ships, they're bad. Like, it's not something you really want. But if you really want to go on that cruise, and that's the only thing you have, well, that's the only thing you had. Now, what do you think about this? Have you ever had a connecting cabin door? So cruise story number 2, and this one's totally bizarre to me. So imagine Royal Caribbean calls you up and says, hey, we want to offer you a free cruise. All you have to do is get to Galveston, Texas, and it's a week-long cruise. I said, I'm booking my flights right now. I'll see you soon. Well, a passenger took to social media to complain about Royal Caribbean. Now, here's the problem. I think people think in their head it sounds better than it really is. And this one went sideways when she posted this. So she explained that her sister, not her sister receives free cruises from Royal Caribbean because she gambles a lot in the casino. Now, not her sister. And she took to social media, not the sister, but her, because she was invited to go along with her sister, to complain about where Royal Caribbean put them on the ship. She did not want to be on a Deck 3 ocean view cabin, and get this, near the casino. It was a comped cruise, free cruise. She was saying, how can Royal Caribbean do this? And how can I get a better cabin? Now, obviously, you can bid to upgrade and things like that, and people suggested it. But this started getting posted to other places on the internet. And some said, you might want to tell your sister she needs to gamble more so you can have a free balcony. Folks, I think this is just such a high level of entitlement. Come on, really? You're not even in the casino gambling. She's in the casino gambling. She invites you to come along with you, and then you're upset about where you're being placed in the cruise on the ship. What a wild world we live in. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video and consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3, and this one's got me fired up, and it needs to stop, as influencers need to stop posting videos like this one right here. So the issue with this video has over 1 million views, thousands of comments from brand new cruisers saying, "Thank you for this amazing idea. I can't wait to take my bed, put it out on the balcony, and sleep all week out there." No, it's not an amazing idea. So this video is either from the Icon of the Seas or the Star of the Seas. Both leave out of Florida. It's hot and humid in Florida. It's hot and humid in the Caribbean. And what a lot of people don't understand or obviously realize, in less than 24 hours, mold can grow on a mattress. They are not meant to be put outside. So I live in Florida, obviously. I've been through many hurricanes. You'll start to see water get, in some of these hurricanes, into people's homes. It won't even touch the mattresses. But the first thing that you see people throwing out on the side of the roads, lined up on the streets, is the mattresses, because mold grows that quick on it. Now, I've seen it and heard it all. I see a lot of people, "Hey, I'm spending $5,000 for this cruise. I'll do whatever I want." Well, so am I. So why should I have to deal with your moldy mattress? See, what a lot of people also don't understand, that mold can cause respiratory issues. You don't want to be around that. And I find it interesting, Carnival Corporation has come out and publicly said, you can't do this. Royal Caribbean has not. I've heard cabin attendants say, you can't do that. You have to bring that back inside. We can't have mold on our mattresses. So when they have mold on a mattress, they have to throw it out and buy new ones. And then obviously that's a cost that they incur, and it brings up our cruise prices. This is just something that has to stop. And it's not as picture perfect as they make it sound like. You put a mattress out on your balcony, and many times you sleep overnight on it, you're going to wake up soaking wet. It's from the dew, it's from the humidity in the air. All the sheets are going to be soaking, the mattress is going to be soaking, and you're going to be wet. And it's not going to be as wonderful as they're picturing this. It's not a great thing. Stop doing this. I personally think when the cruise lines see this, they see that it's one of their ships, they need to start reaching out to these influencers and saying, take this video down. It's just ridiculous. I know I'm a little fired up by it, but no one wants a moldy mattress. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. So I want to leave the video on a fun note, and many people put magnets on their doors in order to find their cruise cabin. Well, this passenger took it up a level and put Amazon packages all over his door and outside his door so him and his wife could find their cabin. I think this is great. What do you guys think? So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you again for the continued support. And until I talk to you soon, happy cruising.